Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. Here is the national news from Baba Agede Igbo Television. First, the headlines. Nigeria needs 21 trillion naira to address housing deficit, says Shetima. At least 26 dead, several missing in Niger State boat mishap. Lagos-Ibadan Expressway crash claims 2 lives. Gunmen kill wife in husband's presence, police on trail. 2 sisters killed in Ogun, building collapse. And on sports, Football Italia celebrates Osimhen, Gunmen, Chukwueze's current sensation. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. The news shortly. Nigeria requires 21 trillion naira to address the country's housing deficit, according to Vice President Kashim Shettima. He was speaking during the groundbreaking of a 500-unit housing estate to be constructed by the Sokoto state government. In a statement by Olushola Abiola, the director in office of the Vice President, Senator Shettima notes that Nigeria has a housing deficit of 28 million houses. He, however, commended Governor Ahmed Aliyu of Sokoto State for his efforts at tackling the housing needs of his people. The project, located at Wamako L local government area of the state, will cost the state government the sum of 7.3 billion naira. Governor Aliyu says the housing estate will be for civil servants and will be sold to them when completed on an owner-occupier basis. Tragedy struck in Niger State on Sunday after a boat capsized in the Mokwa area of the state. The exact number of people on board the boat and the cause of the accident are yet to be confirmed as of the time of filing this report. Speaking about the incident, the chairman of Mokwa local government, Jibrin Moregi, said the rescue efforts are ongoing as at yesterday. He confirmed that 21 dead bodies were recovered, adding that the 3 community members of Bajibo, Ekwa, and Yenkaide were also affected. But the police public relations officer in the state, Wasiu Abiodun, had a different casualty figure about the mishap. He said available information at the police disposal suggests that 13 people died in the incident. Information received from the Bajibo area of Mokwa indicated that a wooden boat conveying some passengers on board from Bajibo waterside heading to Tungwa, Magu for farming activities capsized, the police spokesperson said. On receiving the report, DPO Mokwa Division mobilized police teams, including marine officers, to the scene. In collaboration with local divers, so far, and 13 persons were confirmed dead as a search and rescue operation is ongoing. Further development will be made public. The latest incident comes 3 months after a boat carrying families returning from a wedding sank in a river in Kwara State, killing over 100 people on board. 2 people died, while 1 was injured on an accident involving the Mazda bus and the Mazda car at Ayedere along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The spokesperson for the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps, Mabatunde Akimbiyi, confirmed the incident to newsmen in Abeokuta. Akimbiyi said that the accident occurred around 7:10 a.m. at Ayedere village, Ewekoro, local government area of the state. He noted that the accident was caused by a driver of the unregistered Mazda car who drove against traffic and had a head-on collision with the Mazda bus marked SEY311ZY. The trade spokesperson added that drivers of the 2 vehicles died while on motorboard, while the both sustained injuries. Akimbiyi explained that the injured motorboy had been rescued and taken to a nearby hospital before the arrival of Trace, saying that the driver of the car had been taken away by his family for burial. He said that the driver of the bus was deposited at E4 General Morgue. The unregistered Mazda car, driving in a direction prohibited by traffic law, collided with the bus, leaving the drivers of both vehicles dead on the spot due to the impact of the collision. The motorboy of the white Mazda car sustained various degrees of injuries and has been taken to a private clinic for medical attention, he said. Some gunmen killed a housewife and wounded her husband in Jalingo, Taraba State capital, on Sunday. The spokesperson of the State Police Command, SP Usman Abdullahi, disclosed the unfortunate incident during an interview. The incident occurred at the Mile 6 area of Jalingo, metropolis of the state. Abdullahi mentioned that the attackers entered the house of one Mr. Balanko Gamalia and shot him and his wife in an attempt to abduct them. The wife, who is reported to have died on the spot while her injured husband is currently receiving treatment at a hospital in Jalingo. He added that 2 persons, including a woman, were abducted in the house. Abdullahi noted that the police are on the trail of the kidnappers. The police spokesperson urged members of the public to provide information to the police to enable them to track down criminal elements in the society. On May 7th, gunmen attacked the caretaker committee chairman of Takum local government area of Taraba State, Mr. Boyi Manja, and killed his orderly before taking him to an unknown destination. Manja was released by kidnappers on Thursday, May 11, 2023. Moving to Ogun State, the family of Ayoshino was thrown into mourning when a building owned by the family in Ojudu Abiodun in the E4 local government area of the state collapsed and killed 2 daughters on Saturday. The incident, it was gathered, occurred due to a subslide following a downpour. The 16-year-old Soliet and her 25-year-old sister, Nafisat, were trapped in the collapsed building. Information gathered that the 2 victims were said to be within the structure when the Saturday downpour started before the building capped in. Correspondent on ground learned that it took some time for neighbors to be free the sisters who were off and trapped within the collapsed structure. Information also gathered that as soon as they were rescued from the wreckage, the residents rushed both injured sisters to the Tomade Hospital, Ojudu Abiodun, which is close by. However, Seliat and Nafisa were confirmed dead by a doctor on duty. An eyewitness who lived in the community and spoke anonymously because he was not authorized to speak for the family, claimed that everyone was taken off guard by the accident, adding that the residents did everything they could do to save both victims from the trouble. The source said the sisters were inside the building when the incident happened. We all jointly made effort to rescue them through the wreckage. We immediately took them to the hospital. It's so sad that we lost them. Meanwhile, after the matter was reported to the police, the family insisted that the deceased be buried according to Islamic rites. Speaking, the State Public Relations Officer, Odutola Amolola, who confirmed the incident, said the family insisted that the victims be buried immediately. And finally, on sports. As regards the Super Eagles of Nigeria, walloping Principe and Sao Tome yesterday with 6-0. Football Italia has heaped praises on Super Eagles trio of Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, and Samuel Chukwueze, following their goal-scoring form as Nigeria confirmed its place as group winners following a dominant 6-0 victory over Sao Tome and Principe in the 2023 African qualifying games in Uyo. Football Italia published after the 6-0 win at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium, 3 Serie A attackers were on the score sheet for Nigeria, with Napoli Italy's man Victor Osimhen bagging his hat-trick for the 2023-2024 campaigns. Nigeria trounced Sao Tome, the second smallest and second least populous state in Africa, by a margin of 6-0, extending their lead at the top of the qualifying group. 5 of Nigeria's 6 goals came from Serie A representatives, with Atlanta Ademola Lookman and recent Milan acquisition Samuel Chukwueze also getting on the score sheet alongside the aforementioned Osimhen. It took the 2023-2022 Serie A top scorer of all-time minutes to open the scoring sheet in the nations in Uyo before converting the penalty after 69 minutes and adding a third exactly 10 minutes later. Osimhen's international tally now stands at an impressive 20 goals from 26 caps for Nigeria. He has also backed an emphatic tally of 9 goals from his last 3 appearances for Nigeria. Lookman chipped in with Nigeria's second goal of the night, finding the near post from the edge of the area following a gut-busting run from former Leicester City teammate Kelechi Iheanacho. Chukwueze, who entered the day's early phase as a second half substitute, running off a solid display just over 5 minutes from time, Talking home from 6 yards out to claim the fifth goal of his international career and the fourth since his move to Milan from Villeries this summer. With our sports story, we've come to the end of today's national news from BGI TV. Before we go, some headlines. Nigeria needs 21 trillion naira to address housing deficit, says Shetima. At least 26 dead, several missing in Niger State boat mishap. Lagos-Ibadan Expressway crash claimed 2 lives. We also brought to you gunmen kill wife in husband's presence, police on trail. On sports, football Italia celebrate Osimhen, Gunmen scoring sensation. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Babagagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement and figurating services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Maurire Rabila Lawal, and word on the map is, whatever you're doing, do it positively to avoid negativity. God bless Nigeria.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.